I'm not gonna lie, this show was not bad. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? If you're not feeling me, if you just want me to shit on every video, you don't have to watch. You know what I'm saying? So today, man, we're gonna do a Smackdown review and talk about everything that happened tonight. So first we started with John Cena. He cuts a promo. He talks about Montreal and how they were gonna hijack the show and all this other shit, right? Because Montreal has a history for, because of the Montreal screw job. They have the fucking other screw job where CM Punk and The Undertaker had their match, and then we got John Cena's heel turn. So we got that shit, right? So that's the reason why he was mentioning that. So he says that I'm grateful for the booing and the cheering because it makes me move forward and keeps me fighting and going, right? He talks about getting afraid of certain shit, right? Talks about, oh, I'm afraid of this. I don't get afraid of this. I still fight through it. It was just getting annoying of hearing that. It was just fucking annoying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to talk about Brock Lesnar. Are you fighting Brock Lesnar? What's going on? So he says, I know Brock for about 25 years. I never back down from him. I am afraid that Brock Lesnar has a Cena problem, right? Logan Paul comes out and says, whatever this John Cena is, it's making me sick. I don't know this Cena. And I never switched up, Montreal. And everybody starts chanting, fuck you, Logan. Fuck you, Logan, which I think is cool, right? They should have unsincered it. And WWE, they got to stay family entertainment, so they're not going to do that. He says, I've been real since day one. John Cena is nothing but a loser. He says, I do WWE better than Cena and everybody else. Cena says, hold on, you're absolutely right. I did say that. But you also are the biggest dumbass I've ever seen, which I find it fucking hilarious, right? And it's a good point. Logan Paul is acting like a dumbass sometimes, right? And what can we do? You know what I'm saying? So he says that Cena has been turned into nothing but a charity bitch. And Cena says, man, you've been talking a lot of shit. So I want to match with you. John Cena versus Logan Paul at Clash of Paris. Drew McIntyre comes out from behind, hits Cena from behind, you know what I'm saying? And Cody Rhodes comes in and saves the day. Not a surprise, right? Cena, Cody Rhodes is the baby face, right? So Cena says in the main event, it will be him and Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. This is what I like, man. This is the exact same shit I'm talking about. We need our stars to wrestle, and we need our champions in the main event. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't need a tag team match every week. If you people thinking I'm just dick sucking, no. We need our champions and wrestling stars in the main event. And our stars should be Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. And I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? Because Logan Paul could put on a good fucking wrestling match. And Drew McIntyre could put on a good wrestling match too. And Drew McIntyre is funny as hell on that microphone. Like, Drew McIntyre would just roast your ass. Like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I think these two are the fucking stars, you know? This is a good start to the show, man. Up next, we have the MFTs versus the Motor City Machine Guns. The Motor City Machine Guns start beating on the Samoans, and Tonga Loa keeps interfering, right? Like, bro, why can't you just sit the fuck down and let your guys wrestle? Why don't you guys just sit down and wrestle? You know what I'm saying? It gets really annoying. It gets so annoying to the point you keep having the fucking tag teams interfering in these matches. Just let them fight. So Tyler, later on in the match, hits the choke slam on the Motor City Machine Guns and gets the win. Up next, we have Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa. I don't know if Sami Zayn's on SmackDown right now. I thought he was on Raw, so I think this should end the draft at this point, And what happened to him on Raw when he got attacked by Sheamus and Rusev? He was like, yo, what happened, man? Yeah, he goes, buddies. Excuse me, that shit was funny as hell. What's going on with that? So anyways, there's a bunch of back and forth going on. It was really boring, right? Until eventually JC tried to get into the match and Sami Zayn knocks him off his head, right? Like, why the fuck are you trying to interfere in these matches, right? Lucky Tonga Loa didn't get hit in the face by one of the Motor City Machine Guns. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden JC wants to get involved and get hit in his fucking face. You know what I'm saying? It gets really too annoying, like I said. It's going to get to the point where somebody's going to get injured, keep interfering in these matches. Like, don't be surprised on one of these days, like fucking Solo Sikoa gets hit in the mouth for interfering in Cody Rhodes' match. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So Sami Zayn gets the win by a roll-up, 1, 2, 3. It looks like Sami Zayn's probably going to get a United States Championship opportunity. We don't know. I mean, pin the champion, so if you pin the champion, you deserve a championship match. And Sami Zayn's only fit to be a United States champion. So give Sami Zayn a United States Championship fucking title run. And now if he wants to bitch and complain and all this and that and get released, that's not our problem. That's your problem, nigga. You are not fit to be world champion. You know what I'm saying? So that's a problem I have with some of these superstars. They don't know their lane and they don't know their role. You know what I'm saying? And if Sami Zayn wants to be a world champion, I get it. I respect that, man. But you're just not fit for it, bro. I'm telling you right now, Sami Zayn's not fit to be world champion. Straight up. Up next, we have a fucking celebration with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I didn't give a fuck about this shit, you know. And if you want to make them as a tag team, fine. You know, if you're gonna lead us to a one last feud between these two, fine. They should have did something like this with John Cena and Randy Orton in 2011, but they're too much of a main event, and they're too big of a star. They're too big of a fucking star to be in a main event, in my opinion. But Randy Orton has always been a mid-carder, and Cena's a certified main eventer. So, in my opinion, Cena's too big to be a tag team champion. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea Green comes out and crashes the celebration. She gets beat up by Charlotte Flair in 5 seconds. No, in 5 minutes in a match. And during the match, Chelsea Green grabs in a cake, right? And Alexa Bliss does a fucking frog splash on Piper Niven and Elba Frey, whatever the fuck her name is. You know what I'm saying? So Alexa Bliss gets them out the way, and Charlotte Flair hits the finisher and Chelsea Green hits her face on the cake, which I find to be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I just needed a laugh or two. You know what I'm saying? It's not that funny, but it was hilarious. You know what I mean? People getting their faces smashed in cake is fucking stupid. It's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why people do that in weddings and too. You know, it's just really humiliating. It's really embarrassing too at the same time. But it is what it is, right? Up next, we have a fucking promo backstage from Retarded Truth. Now, I hate to say this shit, right? Because where has Ron Killings been at? We haven't seen Ron Killings in like a month. And now we see R-Truth backstage in the fucking hat and the white tank top running into Cena acting like a retard again. So R-Truth is retarded again. The fuck out of here. This is ridiculous, bro. And I hate to say it, man, but why the fuck is he being retarded? He hugs Cena and says, "You're back, man? And if you're back, then I'm back." And Cena starts talking the truth, acting like nothing has happened. He wasn't a bad guy and blah, blah, blah. You say, you think I was going to ruin wrestling, right? Blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Just some calorie ass. I mean, automatic, normal conversation, right? You know, shit happens, right? But anyways, I didn't really give a fuck about this. This is taking us nowhere because at this point, R-Truth should just retire. Like, I think this is a big mistake. R-Truth coming back is a big mistake for WWE. Real talk. They had to do it because there was a lot of backlash. You know what I'm saying? Up next, we get the main event. John Cena and the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. We start off with the match with Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul fighting. Drew McIntyre gets into the match, gets tagged in, and starts beating up Cody Rhodes. Drew McIntyre prevents Cody Rhodes from tagging in Cena, and he starts beating up Cody Rhodes. Drew McIntyre gets thrown out to the fucking rope. Cody Rhodes dumps him out. Cena gets tagged in, and he starts beating up Logan Paul. Hits him with the 5-knuckle shuffle, and hits him with the attitude adjustment. Drew McIntyre breaks it up. Eventually, Cena gets in and starts hitting Logan Paul, and Logan Paul hits him with the low blow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's normal shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he starts beating up Cena backstage, right? They get DQ'd, and Cena wins the match by DQ. Cody Rhodes grabs Drew McIntyre, tries to throw him to the announce table. Like, Cody Rhodes was really going to slam Drew McIntyre through the fucking table. What was he going to do? Hit him with the attitude adjustment? Like, we know in real life, like, Drew McIntyre would just eat this dude alive. And that's what Drew McIntyre did. He hit him with the championship belt. Drew McIntyre took the belt and hit Cody Rhodes with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they're going to have this feud between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, if he wins this fucking match, he better not get DQ'd, and he better not win it by just hitting him with the fucking belt. This is going to be stupid and look ridiculous. Like, Drew McIntyre is too big. Well, big of a fucking superstar. Not big like The Undertaker or The Rock, but I'm saying, like, a big size to where the fuck he needs to hit people with belts like a coward. He should be kicking them in their mouths and slamming them and win titles. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, in this feud, Drew McIntyre can win the title finally, and we could get it over with. The 4-year wait is finally fucking over. You know what I'm saying? And he never got his opportunity in WrestleMania in front of people, in front of a fucking live stadium. Come on now. Ridiculous. You feel me? Drew McIntyre deserves that, in my fucking opinion. So hopefully Drew McIntyre can beat Cody Rhodes in her second match. He deserves it. And people want to be like, well, Cody Rhodes held the title for 60 days, bro. What are you talking about? You're tripping. Shut the fuck up. Nobody likes Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes is boring as fuck. Drew McIntyre is actually an entertaining superstar. And he's the one that should be champion. Simple as that. But Triple H has to bury him because he wants to suck Cody Rhodes' dick from the back. Straight up. So if WWE wants to remove this video, I do not care. Because I said what I said. Drew McIntyre should be WWE champion. I know he's been treated like a lackey and a fucking jobber recently, but let's be honest here. This is all Triple H's fault. You know what I'm saying?
And if I were Drew McIntyre, I would have spoke to Triple H, and I wouldn't be out here like a fucking loser facing Damian Priest and fucking Sami Zayn and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. It doesn't make any sense. Drew McIntyre's too big for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. And Triple H does not fucking care. And he's gonna keep burying talent that he knows is good. Fuck out of here, bro. Because Triple H is a B plus, C plus wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Drew McIntyre is a B plus wrestler, but still, Drew McIntyre has better things than Triple H has. So we might as well put Drew McIntyre in the A plus category. But he does. It's just you gotta get what I'm saying here, bro. Drew McIntyre is always gonna be a B plus player, always. So that's my review for SmackDown. Let me know what you guys think about this show.